Hello? Okay. Still standing up here. Yep. Okay, that's working. And restream chat. Let's see, going to
NGOs. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Currently working on the request raffle. I'm flying. Let's see. It feels weird, like, because I remember drawing your character before. I'm drawing him completely differently than I did before, and it feels so weird. That is weird. Okay. I go from here. It's honestly kind of nostalgic. It's like that draw this again meme. Let's see. So I got this new brush here. All right. I remember this. I messed up this too before. Like the bottom half of the jaw is lighter than the top half. Let's see. Yeah, the white marks. The yellow eyes. Yeah. I'm gonna do this right.
NGOs. LMAO, yet it has been a bit since that last time.
Yeah, I remember I took like a long time to finish that request too. I'm sorry about it. A lot of things happen, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's see, so I'm gonna. Nope, that's too much. I should do it. Up with warm. Warm black for the nose. That's too warm. Okay, guess I'll redo that. I'm not sure what I want to do with the lighting this time around. I like searched up something and I'm not sure if I like it or not. Let's see, I'll try it. Your character is mostly warm and cool colors. What does that mean for me? Do I want light colors or do I want to go with warm colors? I'll go with light blue colors this time around. Duplicate the mask. Let's see. Don't worry, I'm just making this like, I'm going to make this like a stream of light. That's my plan for this one. So it's not like actually part of the character, it's part of the light or the lighting I want to try this time around. Let's see, so it's something it bends. Remember these yellow markings before. Let's see. Did you sort of change a little bit? I don't remember the markings being like that around his eyes. So it comes straight out. And, you know, ironically, I have almost the right color here in my palette.
Kinjios. The markings are the same, but I edited it a bit to make him look older.
Yeah, that's what I seem to notice. He seems a little bit older. I guess like maybe the eye wrinkles a little bit.
Kinjios. Edited the face, that is.
Gotcha, yeah. That sounds about right. Did he have those white tufts before or on his like eyebrow? Night.
Kinjios. He didn't. Anything gray/whitish you see was edited on.
Gotcha. Oh man, this is really weird lighting. So it really is just all in one area. Okay. Black here. I hate when I do something really weird in Photoshop. Let's see, what did I do this time? Probably channels? This? No? Okay. Whatever I did, it's missing now. I'll say I love drawing in the details into like these shadow areas. There, it's so much easier than like drawing it into light. I want restream crashed. Give my PC a second to kind of like unfreak out here. Please. Come on, you got this. There we go. I'm gonna reopen the chat for a second so I can see what's going on. And my chat should be back. Oh, and in a second.
Kinjios. Stream looks fine.
Oh no, I have this thing called, you can't see it since I have it turned off for everyone else to see, but I have a thing that shows like whoever's talking stuff in my Twitch or YouTube, I think. Sometimes it's a pain till it like crashes from time to time, unfortunately. But it's like the best app or one of the better apps used for like keeping track of what's going on in chat while drawing or doing things. If I can get it to reappear, that is. There we go. It's back. I'm sitting here like wondering why I'm having so much trouble like picking up a color. It's because I have the wrong layer selected. Okay. Let's see. Turn off the opacity down to low. That's too small.
Kinjios. It's really impressive the way you handle eyes. I struggle with them daily.
It's basically anime eyes. Once you get used to like drawing them, it's all the same. Thank you though. It's weird. It's like I got my influence from the anime side, and then it's like, oh, but I still want realism, so I'm just sitting here like, I'll go. I guess I'll take like the in between route or something weird. Soft. Can I clean this up a bit? Let's see.
Kinjios. What tablet do you use?
I'm using I think a 22 HD Cintiq. It's been a bit. I've had this thing for like, must be a decade by now. Long story short is like, my father bought one, used it for himself for a bit, never really used it. He got himself another for some reason, and he gave me the old one. Some part of me wishes I got the or I switched over to a Wacom Bamboo tablet just so I could get used to it. Because technically, by small technicality, Bamboo tablets are better.
Kinjios. Looking for a good starter tablet. Tired of suffering with just a mouse.
Uh, um, I'd recommend anything from Huion. I hear a lot of good things from them. Should be spelled something like Huion. They have a lot of stuff for budget. Maybe not the same quality as like a Wacom tablet, but supposedly they're pretty good. I haven't heard any too many complaints from them. Aside from like if there's an issue it's hard to resolve because their customer service is from China. So it's hard to talk to them a bit. Let's see. Do this. Oh yeah, of course you could just get the just a basic Wacom Bamboo tablet. Those are pretty good too. But if you really want to go on a budget, Huion is the way to go, I guess. Oh, I may erase my lines a little bit too early there. It is what it is. Can I make it work?
Kinjios. That's been the general recommendation I've gotten so far. Just like to ask new people to see if there are any other stuff.
Other stuff. Cause I heard there was a brand XP pen. I hear they're a thing as well. I don't hear them too often, but they're supposed to be pretty solid. Yeah, XP Pen is the name of their brand. They sell same type of stuff, Wacom tablet type stuff. Let's see. Of course, generally the bigger the better. It's a lot easier to work with like a bigger tablet than it is trying to draw on a small one. Even if like the smaller one has like more pressure pen sensitivity and stuff, it's rare that like you run into those kind of issues where it's like, oh, if my pen pressure was better, I could draw better. That almost never happens. So yeah, general recommendation: bigger is better, and Huion for budget, Wacom.
Kinjios. I hear about XP Pen less in artist circles and more so gaming communities.
Huh, interesting. Interesting. That's so weird because like if I open up their website, the first thing that comes up is like sketching and drawing, comics and illustration, animation, 3D modeling. I don't see anything about gaming and stuff. I'm guessing it's for what was that rhythm game called? I can't believe I don't remember the name of the game of that game. Shoot. I'm totally pulling a blank here. It was this really popular rhythm game that was open source about like cheerleading.
Kingios. OSU.
Yes, OSA, that's it. That's the one I always hear about. Like people always like using um Wacom tablets or pen tablets or whatever to get the right amount of tapping, I guess, as well as trying to be accurate with their taps. It's hard to describe when you're like in stream. Let's see. So I got this. I'll turn that into mask. Yeah, it's hard trying to paint or draw with a mouse. It's not worth it. I see one deviant artist running around drawing with a mouse, and I'm like, this isn't worth it. It is not worth the trouble. Or at this point, just buy basic paint. That like get like a paintbrush, some acrylic paint from Michaels, and some paper, and paint on that. It's probably easier to paint than work with a mouse on computer. Not gonna lie, if someone told me to like do this piece with a mouse, I'ma cry. Either that or I'm immediately saying no.
Kingios. The first ref I sent you was something I did with mouse, though I had to get a friend's help with her tablet to shade.
Sounds about right. I'm surprised you got all this with a mouse. It's crazy. That's crazy. Because it looks so like neatly done too, so I'm just blown away by the fact that that some portion of this was done with a mouse. The first hold on. You mean the first reference you sent me in on Twitter? Gonna throw a gradient on this real quick.
Kingios. Yeah, on Twitter, the darker setting one.
Gotcha. Damn, that's really good with, especially if it's done with a mouse. It's crazy. He's even got like some line depth. It feels like there's line depth, even if there really isn't. It feels like there is line. There is some line depth. Still though, that's impressive. Jeez, that's a good angle too. They got this nice detail on the cigar. I mean, my general recommendation is like do flat shading if you don't have access to pen pressure and you're probably trying to shade. I can only imagine the best
Kingios.
thing.
Using an eraser to thin lines in some areas is pain.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. It can't be fun. It's like going the extra mile. I don't like doing it with a pen. With a pen. I can only imagine how much it sucks with the mouse. Jeez. But honestly, it's the devotion you need to like. That's the amount of devotion you need to get into like painting and stuff. Oh, there goes my. Almost scrapped that drawing. With the line art face. There's my. Yeah, I guess I'd imagine what. There's no other way you would be able to draw something like that well and not out of spite or something like. Sorry, give me like 2 seconds. My restream has like failed again on my end. Okay. There we go. There we go. It might be easier to like well, let me just reopen my chat real quick so I could see what's going on. Give me the chat. Okay. Yeah, it might be easier to just like get pen and ink and then ink it in real life, then kind of try to scan it in and edit it so it looks like you did it in digital or something like. Because I know Clip Studio has an option where it does it converts all the white in a particular image to opacity so that it becomes see-through and you can paint behind just the line art. That might be worth doing or looking into. Just so you don't have to like spend so much time working with the line art with a mouse. Because for hell, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want anyone to go through that thing. Oh, the yellow. The yellow. That's what I'm missing here. We'll go a little bit darker.
Kinjios. I don't have Clip or even Photoshop, unfortunately. The sketch was scanned though.
For the next best option would probably be Krita. What would... I don't know if Krita can do that though. Convert white to opacity. I'm trying to think of like what has some decent editing tricks. I don't know honestly, because I don't really use anything outside Clip and Photoshop. I'm like slowly looking at Blender to see if thinking about like if Blender has anything in there that could do it.
I've been using Medibang to some success.
Medibang is good. Medibang is okay. I know the general consensus is like between Medibang, not Clip Studio, Paint Tool Sai, and Krita. Those are like the big three people use when they're just starting and they want to use like freeware. Got this. Okay. I remember trying to like switch over to some of their freeware programs. I'm like, I can't do it. It was too painful for me. I'm sure maybe over time I could get used to it, but off the bat, man, that was a rough ride. See, so I'm going to do this, soften this up. Oh man, the year's gonna be
NGOs.
a problem.
A lot of the free stuff just lack the features in the more professional options. Good for beginners, but for pros, it's unbearable, I think.
Yeah, it is rough. Switching over to like freeware off from professional tools is that ain't easy. Like I wonder like what about the like there's no blender of 2D software, which is a shame. Because Blender is like once you learn it, it's not too bad, especially considering the amount of features it has and how it's always up to date. There's always new stuff coming out. Like last 2 years ago, they just recently released some kind of like overhaul update, which made it a lot better. There's no one with that amount of dedication when it comes to freeware 2D software. I'm honestly surprised Blender hasn't tried to take over that market while they're at it. They're already like implementing some tools in there. They might as well just go the whole mile. Just do it. See what happens. That's too much.
NGOs. I tried using Blender once to rig a 3D model, never going back to that. The UI gave me an aneurysm.
Oh yeah. Blender is it really is just like 40 softwares piled into one without any concern for UI. Can it do anything? Absolutely. But will you have to pay the price? Oh yeah, you're gonna have to pay the price of like having a headache at the end of every day because of how terrible Blender's UI is. But they did update it. It does look a lot better. Like, let me see if I can switch to it. They changed a lot of things. It looks a lot better. Okay. Unfortunately, my cam is going to go, but like recently I've been learning Blender, so ignore the horrible like little experiment I'm doing here. I'm trying to get lighting right, but where is Telegram? No, I don't want Telegram.
NGOs. Paying your sanity in exchange for the master key of all things digitally creative.
Yeah, basically. Honestly, I've seen some people like show tutorials for Blender, and it's so funny because I'm looking, I'm like, this is just insane. Like someone's like, oh yeah, you just slap this texture on here, put this texture here, put this lighting up here, and you have a building.
NGOs. Blender isn't displaying, it's all black.
Oh, uh. Well, so much for that idea. I don't know why Blender isn't showing. That's weird. I don't have it quite set up for Blender, I guess. I'll have to adjust it next time. But yeah, Blender's UI has gotten better. A little.
Kinjios. Facecam is gone too.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm using my phone as like a camera, and for some reason, the charger in my computer room is terrible, so it doesn't charge at the right speed, I guess, for my phone. So unfortunately, my phone died. It is what it is. As you can tell, I'm noob to this. I expect some things to go wrong until I get better, or have a little more control over the situation at least. Do I want more yellow? Well,
Kinjios. That's unfortunate.
a little. I mean, it what it is until like either I pick things up and I just like, you know what, let's go all in and buy like an actual webcam, which I probably won't do at least anytime soon. Or yeah, that's basically it. If I go all in, I'll buy a webcam, like an actual one. But for now, my phone's okay. This is the first time it's actually just died on stream. I'm usually like I usually go on for like 1 hour and then quit. That's a bit too much here. The only thing right now that's bothering me about this is like this lighting bit. This bar of light feels a little bit weird. We'll make some more light. That's too much. That's a little bit better. I just want something very subtle. I'm probably going to crop it around here and I'm going to adjust the shape of the overall shape a little bit. Call it a night after that. But before that, post-process stuff. Let's see. Let's see what I can cheese. This looks a little bit better. It brings a bit more light to that spot. I'll do a color balance. Alright, there's enough blue. I don't need anything in the shadows. Let's see. Actually, I want the highlights to be cooler. I want a little bit more shadow though, like around the body.
Kingios. Another question. For that raffle on Twitter, do I have to post my references in the thread or no?
Oh, I'd prefer if you do, but you don't have to. Um, oh, you're talking about that raffle. So it's fine. You don't have to. I said you should, but I guess you could just DM it to me later. This is weird. My crosshairs. There we go. Just gonna take soft round brush.
Kingios. I don't know why, but scenes where a single thin light source shine on an otherwise dark figure is probably my favorite setting both to see and draw.
Honestly, I never really do it, but it honestly came out pretty cool this time around. I think it's partially because like there's a composition that works. How to explain it? So the general rule is that when you want to add details, you want to put in details into like 30% of the image, and then the other 70% you try to ignore and you try to like not put in as much detail because it becomes overwhelming and is not fun for the artist to just sit down and try to render out every little thing they're painting. You'd be surprised how what like artists will get away with. Like when you look closely, certain things are like like this is really pushing it, but people will never notice because some artists are just that good at it. So like in this case, there's a lot of detail in the character's face, but not as much in like the muscle definition. But it still kind of works, thankfully. I probably shouldn't tell that to the person getting into a raffle. Let's see. I got that. I got that. Gonna flip this one more time. And I'm going to add in some light here. A little bit more.
Kingios. Makes sense. Your eyes are drawn to the face so heavily that the rest kind of blends in for a pleasant view that you won't notice.
Yeah, like I guess I forgot who coined the term, but it's like when your head or mind just kind of creates the rest of the image for you.
Kingios. Also it's fine because this is stuff I still have to learn myself.
I don't know, but like bad practice, I guess. Bad practice for me, rather. It was like one particular person I was commissioned by. They're like they want all the details. So I'm just sitting here like this is starting to get really cluttered. But they're like, yeah, this is great. This is exactly what I want. So I'm sitting there here for like a month, like, whoa, this is an insane amount of details. What are you gonna do with this? Like even the background wall has texture and detail. It was bad. It was that bad, but there were moments where I was kind of salty. Like my favorite um example of someone just being really cheap with their art is like this particular Jolteon painting. And you can see the painting like the Jolteon is jumping, so you don't.
Kingios. I guess there are people that actually like visual overload.
Yeah, some people apparently really do, and I got caught with with someone that really liked visual overload. But that particular Jolteon
Kingios.
figure,
But that sounds so tedious for any artist.
kinda. Part of it is tedious because yeah, there's a lot to render out. Some parts of it isn't so bad because I would like photo bash and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take this photo and slap it on here. I'm gonna take this photo of a wall and shove it into the back, and hopefully no one will notice it's just a photo. But the case with the Jolteon painting, it's just like a Jolteon jumping towards the camera. So the back legs are just like yellow, bluish yellow silhouettes of legs. There's like very small amount of like painting texture there, but it's basically just silhouettes, but it still works because you'll never notice it. But things artists notice, you know. Weirdest thing, I swear I smell a skunk and I don't. Like, I smell a skunk and I don't smell it when I try to smell it. But when I go back to painting, I start smelling it again. Living up in Jersey sucks sometimes. Okay. I'm probably going to crop this. What do you think? Is there anything you want me to change before I just like crop it? So that's like the bust. Well, like habit Control 0.
Kingios. I mean, the legs are in motion so the blur makes sense.
Basically, yeah. But it's really funny when you think about it. Art comedy, painting comedy, something. Oh, there goes Restream chat again. Bruh. Okay. Please. I hope I can erase that. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm gonna reopen the restream chat for the third time today. Let's see. Come back. But besides me, the gray in the face, more pronounced, having a hard time finding anything wrong. Gotcha. Oh, that's a lot of people in the chat. I didn't notice that there were so many people here. Welcome to the chat. Oh man, okay. Let's see, the gray in the face. How do I want to do this?
Kingios. Any clue why it crashes?
It's freeware. It is what it is, honestly. I can't control it. The green. The gray. What I can do is remove some of the effects that I have sitting around. So it's a little bit more gray. Oh, nope, I can't do that either. What I can do is create a new adjustment layer. What do I want to do? I want to make it warmer. That should help. In order to make it warmer, I'll jump into hue, desaturate, and then... So this is cooler. This is warmer. Let's go with this. And then I'm going to erase. Just this. I'm going to take a soft brush. I swear sometimes I'm like a better editor than I am a painter. It makes me sad. Let's see. It's okay. This is all part of like some ultimate big brain stuff.
Damn, I gotta turn on your tweet notifications so I can catch more streams. This is fun.
Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. Because I'm really new to this, so I'm like, I don't get many people watching, and I really appreciate when people compliment the stream because that means I'm doing a good job. And thank you for talking because usually I don't talk as often when there's no one around and I don't know what to say. So I'm just like awkwardly monologuing for like an hour. uh, let's see. I can. How do I invert the mask? Okay, so I can invert the mask, select the mask. Because what I want is this, right? Yeah, this is what I want. I now have a selection. And now I can edit from here. So let's see. So we want to jump down the saturation. Just a bit. So I can do that.
Kingios. I mean, you're just funny and easy to bounce conversation off of.
Thank you. Oh man. Thank you. Hold on. Thinking. Oh, the yellow. I can ignore the yellow in here. Okay. Now from here I have this. Okay. Sorry, give me like 2 seconds. I'm thinking. What else can I do? I can duplicate the mask. Replace the layer mask here. And I can brighten it. That might help. And then I could raise the contrast a bit. And that gives me gray. Then I'm going to re-render it a little bit. Just a bit, just around the edges. Okay. I think I got this. Actually, what do you think? Because I can keep adjusting this bit so I can like I could turn it bright fancy red if you want. Now that I have control over this. Let me know if you want me to like make it darker. Oh, or just I'll just smack the mic. If you want me to make it darker or lighter or bright red, standing offer, let me know. Just gotta quickly check my. Oh, it's a good boy, or I think it's a good girl. My friend sent me like a picture of an artist's work called Urusa. It's a painting of like a dog from the United States Postal Service. It's like a gold retriever and
Kingios. I mean, I'm just here to vibe. Do what you think you'll enjoy the most.
Thank you. But yeah, let me let me know what you think of that chest area if you can. Because I'm not sure. I think this should work. I do want to make it a little bit more blue. Maybe. Can I do that? It's like purple. There's no in between in here. Is there a temperature option? Adjustments, HDR toning, shadows, and highlights. That's something I haven't done in a little while. Just throw this on here too while I'm at it. It's a little editing buffet here. Alright, time to deep fry this painting.
Kingios. The chest area is good, though maybe the shoulders are a bit too blue. At least, it's more blue than gray.
Hold on. Posterize is good. Oh, there goes Restream chat again for the fourth time today. Tonight. What sucks is like I can't even like just like close the program when it's done. When it's crashed. It like lags the mouse specifically. Nothing else. The mouse. Come on. There we go. Oh. Okay, no big changes. Got it. I gotta check the old chat because I think chat's gone now. Deep fry looks sick. Can't wait. What the hell? Like a little bit of posterization is good because it gives you noise. Which a little bit of noise is fine. It helps limit the colors down a little bit, which is also kind of nice. You just want to make sure it's not too noticeable. Like this is a bit overkill. This is about like just right in the 80 range, I guess. Don't know why it looks good. You said it was too blue. The chest area is good, though maybe the shoulders are a bit too blue. At least it's more blue than gray. Oh yeah, fair point. Well, wait, that's not what I want to do. I could knock off the Oh, that's what I can do. Okay. I'll do the opposite of what I was doing for homework earlier. Not that one. This one. And then bump this up higher. Bump up these effects a little bit higher. I can do magenta. Not magenta. A little bit of magenta is nice. This is too much cyan. Just a little bit. Okay, so I think now the brightness is the issue, so I'm going to jump brightness to the top here. I'm starting to see a little bit of the problem here. Jump posterize to the bottom, take that off, and then jump back into this layer. Oh no, right. So I just want like enough lighting here just to like define it. I'm honestly kind of surprised like there's a lot of people in the chat. Like I need an option to like to make Twitch tell me who's in chat. Mostly. Let's see. So okay, now this is purple. So I just jump this, balance it out with green, and now I got gray. But the chest is too blue.
I really want to get into painting, but damn, it looks daunting. If linear art makes me rage, then how the hell am I gonna do this?
Painting. Painting is like, how should I explain it? Like I can't do line art either. I really can't do line art. I don't know why. Yours painting can't do line art. Painting? No problem. Like painting is a lot more loose. So once you kind of get the gist of it, you can make anything work. And in a sense, it's a lot less precise than line art, where you're like, I have to work on the thickness of this area of the line art, or how thin this area is. Painting, it doesn't. You don't need that. You make things as soft or as hard edge as you want, really. So no sense. Once you get used to it, painting gives you a lot of leeway, I think. That's the right way to describe it. I'm gonna make the painting just a little bit darker again. Now the only thing is this gray. I need it to be lighter, but less saturated. What does the color even look like? Oh, okay, I'm gone too far now. Was not expecting that. How do I get no color? Oh no, here we go. I just want a little bit of blue just to balance out that harsh contrast. Hmm. I can do this. Like with painting, you just give it a try, and you give it a bunch of tries. Honestly, you eventually get used to it, but the first few times it feels weird, and you have to figure out your workflow. There's a lot of ways to do painting. Like, what's the best way to describe it? Like, I've learned a lot of different techniques in how to paint. I could use them all to some extent, but the best methods I can use is like what you see right now. I have I don't want this.
I keep looking back at the eyes and think back to when I spent 3 hours trying to make eyes look good, then gave up and made a black sclera that masked how terrible the rest was.
Oh, you mean like the tan area of the eye? That threw me off for years too. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes, even now, when I look at it, I'm like, I want to change it. I know it looks fine, but I still want to change it for some reason. It's hard to get that color right. I don't think I can show you what color I'm selecting. Let's see. That's Photoshop. Yeah, unfortunately I can't show you the actual color I'm picking on my color palette. But you want it to go into like orange.
Kingios. I can never get the shade right, and when I do it clashes so badly with the iris.
Yeah. What you want to do is mute the color the best you can, meaning that you make the sclera color very as close to gray as possible so that it fits with everything. So who was it that explained it? Marco Bucci, I think his name was. He's a YouTuber. He has a very good series
Kingios.
on.
So black sclera is just easy fix.
Just go Tokyo Ghoul, basically. But yeah, black sclera is a good fix because it's no color. Black works with everything. Um, Marco Bucci made a video on color theory, and he explains why basically gray, any color that's similar or is gray, will work with every other color, no matter how extreme it is. So you can make essentially blue work with bright red if you make the blue kind of soft blue, which is what's going on here. I have to check to make sure I'm right about that. This is blue, right? No, this is brown. This is difficult. There's a lot of theory that goes into color, and I hate it. It's so unnecessarily complicated. Let's see. What was I doing again? Something about making the image just a bit bluer. Just gonna. No, that's not what I want either. We'll go with the new adjustment layer, color balance, just a tiny bit, smidge.
Kingios. Tried learning color theory, couldn't wrap my head around it, so just went into Medibang and banged rocks together till it made fire.
Color theory is the very basics is easy, and then the complicated stuff is like it's so relative that it almost makes no sense. Like it's like, oh yeah, it's not like exact precise stuff. It's like, oh, if you get a color around this area and you put it next to a color around this area, it'll look like a different color. That's color theory. But it's not like, if you get exactly this color and use exactly this color will look like this. So posterize on. Kidding. Like this to me right now, his chest looks blue and it's throwing me off. And it's because like gray next to certain colors will make the gray look like something else. So that means I can go in here and I can adjust this to red. That doesn't make sense. Okay. I'll go 25% saturation. And this makes the chest look a little bit orange. Okay. I think that should be okay. What do you think? Because now it should be gray. I still think it should be bluer because your character's like cool blue and this is kind of warm blue. So I could turn this on to make it cool blue. But that's up to you. Uh, you ever have a moment where you're just like, oh look, this person's like always in the stream. I thought
Kingios. I always joked about artists having special eyes that see things regular people can't, but I never thought I'd actually be right.
to some extent, to some, it's hard to explain. It's like, oh, like it's not some extreme stuff, but it kind of is. It's like I don't know what it feels like to look through normal people's eyes or how it should be. But for us, we're able to tell, like, we can pick apart colors and stuff a lot easier because we're just used to like seeing color and being like, all right, what does this color do? What does that color do? How do I get this color and stuff? So we can pick apart colors a lot better, but that's about it. We can also kind of deconstruct things a little bit easier because we can see things and then we see it in like a 3D form to some extent for some artists.
Kingios. This looks perfect, yes. Truthfully, his ref sheet's color is strange. A lot see it as gray, but others see really warm blue.
It's weird. I see it. Well, all right, hold on. I gotta see this for myself. What is this color? There we go. Yeah, it is cool blue. So it's like blue gray. I was scared for a second. I'm like, am I still wrong? I don't know. Yeah, really warm blue would be the right way to describe it. It's because it's because of that yellow. I think it's because of that yellow. Because sometimes when a color that's really bright is next to a gray, it makes the gray look like something else. So in this case, your warm blue or your gray blue color is so close to gray that it looks like a different color when it's next to yellow. I'm just noticing the text right now. Oh yes. No pads. Oh man, okay. I'll go ahead and crop this. Um, Save, export. I guess Steam updated. Nice. Photoshop, please. Alright, I'm just gonna slide my computer over here. If you hear some grinding sounds, that is my keyboard. Oh, here we go. Oh, I almost got it. Do you want me to save? Ooh.
Streams buffering ZMPT. Kingios. A lot asterisk.
Yeah, it's Photoshop is taking up a lot of resources because exporting is just a little bit taxing on the computer, I guess. Let's see. So even on my end, my computer is just like freaking out a little bit. Oh my goodness, my computer is about to be 5 years old. That's a thing. When I built it, it was almost like medium high tier gaming computer. Now it's like it's slowly getting left behind. It's making me sad. I apologize if the stream is still lagging. Photoshop is like freaking out. Oh no, wait. Please no Photoshop. Please don't save that. Okay. I forgot to throw out the references. That's a problem. I guess, okay. It really doesn't help that Photoshop is just like slow, no matter what. So you can have like state of the art, powerful computer, and Photoshop will make it lag. You can do that. Adjustments. Alright, you know what? I'm taking this to... I'm saying this to Clip Studio. I now have 3 super texting programs open on my PC at once. I got Blender, I got Photoshop, and I got Clip Studio. My computer's just probably yelling at me like, no, I'm not slow, you're just doing stupid things. Okay. Now I can crop it from here. And I can do a unsharp mask. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend this just a bit. Oh wait, can you guys actually see me messing around it? No. Yeah, PC gets so yeah. Oops, I forgot to turn on restream after it crashed. Yeah, kinda. I mean, some people are able to take coffee really well. So like I can't do coffee at like um anything past 12. I think I'm supposed to stop drinking coffee. All right, what was I doing? I want to take the blend tool. Oh jeez, no. Here we are. I just want blur. Here we go. Just nice and soft. Oop, that's too much blur. I'm just gonna blur out this little mistake here. And that'll do it. Just like blur out just a tip. Just a little tiny tip. Yeah. And the gradient, since it's leaving some nasty mess. This is fine. Is there anything else I want to do? It's sharpen, unsharp mask. Okay. Lower the threshold on this. Oh, nope. Better.
Kingios. Blur tool is my best friend when I wanna be lazy about luminescence.
Blur tool is best tool. Threshold is at 1, 2. That's a bit too much. Just gonna add a little something here. Just a little bit more. That's too much. Something subtle, yeah. I think that should be fine. Oh, flip a coin. Do I have a coin? No. Let's see if I still have this old tool. I'm not doing that in Blender, that's for sure, because I don't know how to do it. I apologize if you hear me like hammering away on keys here. I'm gonna do it just cause. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's a shame for me. I want to go have. I'm in a good mood. I'm in good spirits. There's people here. Got you. Give me like a few minutes here. I'm just gonna. Depend on the compressor of the extract to. Let's see. I'm gonna make a new file here called. I'm extracting it here. Extract to D. Okay. Now I can.
Dingios. I don't think it's possible for one person to learn all of Blender.
Yes and no. You can learn all of it, but you will not master any of it. Is like the general idea. That's the case with all 3D programs. You'll learn every aspect, or you'll learn all the aspects. Like you'll understand how basic modeling works, basic everything, but you will not be able to master like both animation, modeling, and something else. You might learn 2 of them very well, but not like all the tools to extreme, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I would save this, come back. I would open this. No, I would do new. Sorry, I'll go ahead and show you what I have on my screen right now. I haven't done this in a bit. Display capture, is that how it works? Add source. Please enter display capture. Cancel that. That's not what I want. Yep, get rid of display capture. Audio input, game, display capture. Window capture. Add source. Add a new source instead. Add source. No, not the select option. Why the select option? This one. Hash title, automatic. Done. Okay. Did it capture it? New project. Max frame. We're gonna go with 100. Initial resource. KY. Canvas width. Specify canvas. Nah. I should crop this first. Yeah, this is overkill. Never mind. We'll save as is. As 1F. And I'll post to this one. Alright. I don't know if this will go through, but I'm gonna go ahead and post it on Twitter now. And you should be able to grab it.
Kingios. It's capturing Streamlabs RN.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like if I'm streaming, I can't just be adding windows and stuff. I actually have to like adjust it from outside of the stream. Oh man, Twitter's always so like super distracting. Like I look in, I'm just like, oh look at this painting. Wow, it's so great. Oh look at this painting. Oh wow, it's so great. And it's just like, wait, what am I doing here? I know you can't see Twitter. It's because like I don't usually show what's going on my browser because there's tons and tons and tons of references and Blender tutorials and job stuff. It's like all the backlog and stuff, so I can't really put that up here. Add and finish the having so many dumb moments right now. Finished the portrait and the stream. For the opportunity.
Kingios. Didn't realize how long the stream delay is LMAO.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's like the delay is really long. I think I can set it so it's a little bit shorter, but right now I don't really need to. So I'm gonna leave it as is. Just for now, until like I see a need to like change it. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, you know.
Kingios. I never close my browser tabs, I get you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least for me, I actually do go back. I'm just like, oh yeah, I need this, I need that. I'll come back to this tomorrow morning, which sometimes I do. If I have two windows open, I won't. It's just not happening. Okay. So I added you on Twitter, so you should be able to see the image. Let me know if it's like if it's small or something, so I could send it to you in the right resolution. Huh? Wait. That was fast. You're fast. Okay. And I'm just gonna put like a small thank you. You know, why am I putting a small thank you as a tweet? Thank you all for coming tonight to my stream. I appreciate it. I'm always on at like 12 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights at the moment. I'm hoping that like I can stream something else, or yeah, I guess stream something else or games or something during the week. Otherwise, thank you for stopping by and have a good night, you all. Once I figure